job. I rot away in the aisles at the co-op, mate, no prob. French fancies, Mr. Kipling acid dances. Let's laugh at local record plants, elitist dippies, arrogant cunts, Ian Beale tight trunks, tight pants, grammar wanker, walk the plank, pirate manky. 60 kids, where's mine? Wasting money on shit coffee all the time. Fish fingers, take the batter off. I can't believe you had kids. Fuck off, jolly fucker. Jolly fucker. Jolly fucker. Mr. Jolly fucker.
All right, I'm Grady George, the Jolly Fucker, and I'm here to say, hey, what's up? Just doing a little channel update tonight. First of all, I want to give a shout out to Billy the Fridge. He tweeted out today. I don't know how serious it is. I really don't know what's going on. This is all coming off his Twitter, by the way. But I think he just went for like a checkup or something, because the first tweet starts off how they complimented his butthole, how clean it was after the, I guess the colon rectal check. And then he comes back. It looks like he's been admitted into the, I don't know if it's intensive care, but he's in the hospital. The left ventricle in his heart is working at 17%, which that doesn't sound too good, but he does say he's currently they're just giving him medication, and there does seem to be a path for recovery through medication, hopefully. I'm not really sure. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It does seem like that he can recover, and he's in the hospital, and he's doing well. And more than likely, he caught something early. It sounds like he was probably just there getting checked up. But, you know, it is scary shit. I mean, it sounds pretty bad. So, you know, he is in the hospital. It is a serious condition. So I want to wish him best of luck and with a speedy recovery. Hopefully he'll be back up streaming pretty soon. And I really think Billy's kind of like me. I don't think he's felt well for like a while, you know, because I notice he complains a lot when he's streaming. He's not feeling too well, and I notice on that show he does sometimes he'll just get up and leave after so many. He used to always like hang out, but it's almost like he's exhausted or something. He's got to get the fuck out of there, like right, you know. So, and he's normally not like that. So, I kind of did notice that Billy seemed kind of sluggish or down or something. When I interviewed him, he was very kind of sluggish, but it was very late at night. But that's when he's up usually. So, I don't know. He just seemed kind of different. You know what I mean? So, hopefully, this will, you know, get him back to normal and feeling good and doing some good shit. I mean, I know he's kind of been working on his new album, and I don't think he's felt well. I mean, I don't know if he's actually sat down and said to himself that the reason why he's, you know, not as prolific as he used to be is because he's not feeling well. But, you know, it does seem like he hasn't been feeling well. So I'm just hoping that this will be like something that'll be a catalyst to him returning to, you know, all of his glory days, because I think he's got a lot left in the tank. The one thing about Billy is he's incredibly intelligent. He really is. You know, I was surprised to find out he didn't graduate from high school. He just has a GED, but he's very well versed on a lot of stuff. I think a lot of that comes probably from living with Joe. You know, because Joe's always like just, you know, yelling out trivia nonstop and shit. So, you know, you're, after years of that, you're probably gonna pick some shit up. But yeah, he's like very well versed in a lot of topics, and just a really, you know, when it comes to the live streaming world, you know, he is an OG, and but very professional. Just like when I did my interview with him, I told him I was going to break this up into like 5-minute clips, you know, based on topics, and literally I didn't notice this when we were doing the interview, but when I went to edit, um, yeah, I would ask him a question, and he would give me an answer that lasted like 5 minutes, like every single time, almost exactly. Like, and he was just doing it effortlessly. Like he wasn't timing himself. So when I went to edit his video, it was like so easy. You know what I mean? It was so easy. Because a lot of times, me and the interview subject end up, talking over each other sometimes, or their mic will be too low or mine will be too high or something. But he had his mic settings, perfect, and his video looked great. Probably one of the better video, uh, as far as the way the video looks of the Grady TVs. That's how I would like the quality of all the Grady TVs to be. Is like Billy the Fridge's video quality, But not everybody has that kind of camera he has and stuff like that. But because you can't expect that every time. But just a real professional, and I hope he gets back up on his feet very soon. I'm sure he will. But mainly, I just brought it up. I would like for everybody to keep Billy in their prayers, and maybe hit him up on Twitter. At Billy the Fridge if you're uh, looking for him. He's on Instagram too. I know he checks his Instagram, so you can probably hit him up there as well. Slide up in them DMs. The other thing I wanted to point out was that I have begun the process of making playlists, and I also want to point out that this is a suggestion from the comments of one of the videos. Unfortunately, I don't remember off the top of my head who suggested it, but this is proof that I am listening to the viewers and trying to give them what they want, and also just a really good idea. I had thought about it a while back, and it just escaped my mind. But yes, I begun putting all the former Grady TV interview clips into playlists. Right now, we've got Extra Drizzle. We've got the first Minnie Manson interview, and we've got Nana Pep's complete interview clips, all in their own nice, tidy little playlist. All three of those are interviews that I've released the full and uncut. They're tagged on the end. So if you would prefer to watch the full and uncut of those, you can go right to the last clip. But what I think is cool about the playlist is that, especially for the completed interview series, you can just kind of like peruse all the clips. You don't really nothing telling you have to watch them in the order that we did it. You know what I mean? You can go through there, look at all the clips, check out the titles. Maybe you just want to see a few different subjects they're talking about. Whatever. It's going to be there for you guys to do. I'm also going to put together a 40 video playlist of my 40-day fast I did to start the year. And the reason I'm bringing that up is I'm about to do another 40-day fast. I had been planning to do two 40-day fasts this year, uh, one during the first 6 months and one during the second 6 months, and which would have been July 1st. But I don't know. I wanted to eat and stuff for 4th of July, and but right now I'm ready to go back on another fast. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to be doing that, but when I do, I'll be doing daily updates again on that. I think this fast is going to be a bit more hardcore than the last fast because, well, the last fast was technically more hardcore because I just drank water really. I did drink some of that drink that I talked about in the video series, but it was very little, and I think I was extremely dehydrated and some things like that. So when I say this fast is going to be a little bit more hardcore, I think I'm going to more closely adhere to the master cleanse plan with their elixir juice that they have a recipe for. I'm going to drink a lot more water, and also I'm going to be exercising a lot more. And also, um, I didn't smoke cigarettes during my 40-day fast, but I did smoke a nicotine vape, because I was like, I can't kick cigarettes and not eat any food, like I'll go fucking nuts, man. It's like no fucking way. So, um, I didn't. I mean, not smoking the regular cigarettes was hard enough because I don't really like vapes that much. I prefer tobacco, but you know, I'm just trying to get healthier. The Billy the Fridge thing has freaked me out a little bit, and I I have to wonder, man. Like, I think I got a lot of the same symptoms that I perceive Billy having. And maybe my shit's only working 17%. You know what I mean? But that's when the hypochondriac Grady George starts fucking really going to town in my fucking head. So I got to get that on my head. But more than likely, I probably do have a half dead heart or something like that. I always hear these stories. People go to the doctor, they got like, oh, I got a little bit of heartburn or whatever, and they're like, oh, your heart's half dead. It's like what? So yeah, these kind of things always freak me out about myself, and so yeah, I want to quit smoking. And really quit smoking. So I'm planning to quit eating, quit smoking. Um, I also have a pretty bad addiction to sugar. I drink a lot of soda, like way more soda than I should be doing. So not only do I not want to drink any soda at all for the next 40 days, I would like to just quit drinking soda for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? That is the goal. And also, I want to quit smoking cigarettes for the rest of my life as well. And I'm also going to be working out. So you're talking no cigarettes. Well, I was going to say no sugar, but the maple syrup does have a natural sugar in it. So I mean, I will be drinking some sugar, but I don't want any soda. I could say like to myself, no soda the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And sure, there's other sugary drinks, but just cutting out soda when they're so accessible and easy to get to, uh, it is I think, a really good thing to do. And then I'm gonna work out and all that, and not eat, and oh yeah. Also, I'm gonna throw this on there too. No caffeine. No caffeine at all. But you know what I might do? I don't know, but I might do some CBD gummies because I do take. I suffer from anxiety, and those CBD gummies do a really good job at keeping that at bay. Because what happens is I'm always stressed out and I'm always worried about shit, and then I start getting like real shitty to people and stuff like that. So, and I also start feeling really fucking pissed off. Like I'm so worried about shit that any little normal thing just agitates me, you know. Not that I'm like mean or anything, but I'll get like real snippy. I'll start talking like, some mild shit to people I like, and like, the kind of shit like you mean it, you know what I mean? Like, but you really don't. It's just that I'm having a lot of stress because of my anxiety, and I kind of take it out that way, and I don't like being like that. And the uh the CBD gummies really do help me in that regard. So that's why I do take them. So um and I really think I'm going to have a lot of anxiety not eating, not cutting out all sugar except for this syrup stuff, and everything else I just said, So I mean, it's going to be hard to do, but I'm going to do a daily update. And hopefully, when I come out of the second 40-day fast, I'm going to be very close to where I want to be. I won't be exactly where I want to be, but I'll be very close. And I mean, my goal is to transition into a hotter guy than Drizzle can by December 31st. Now, I have to say, I'm giving it up to Drizzle. He's out there working out. He's out there, losing weight. I notice in the videos, and I also know that he's very driven. He's like beyond driven because of this bet I had with him. Because you know, at the beginning of the year, we had a Drizzle Live, and I just announced that I was going to steal his thunder. I was going to transition into a hot guy, and I was going to I was going to do a better transition than him. And I was kind of joking, but to be honest with you, I do want to. I don't really care about being hot per se, but I am really worried about my health, and I feel like shit all the time. So, and I am fat, and I don't get enough exercise and all that. So I've got to, I got to do this for my health, and that's really what's driving me. A lot of people think that the fasts are unhealthy. I think they are healthy, and what I'm doing is like long form intermittent fasting. So I fasted 40 days, and then I don't know how many days it's been since I don't know, but basically I'm doing 40, then I'm going off, then I'm going back on doing another 40, and I'm testing to see, what that's going to do, because I've never done two 40s this close together, you know. It also didn't feel like I got the results in the way I felt after the first 40-day fast. I basically gave up, and when I say I gave up, I did complete the 40-day fast, but if I'm being honest, I didn't feel like I was ready to quit. I felt like maybe I needed to go another week or so, but I was definitely feeling much better than I normally do. So anyway, be on the lookout for that. I just wanted to drop a video and say, hey, the Krystal Roberts interview is going right now, and to be honest with you, I really enjoyed doing this interview. It's a 2-hour long interview, so you know, definitely check that out if you're not familiar with Krystal Roberts. She's not. I don't think she's on IP2, and I say that because I think literally everybody else I've interviewed has been on IP2, so it's quite possible a lot of my audience might not know who she is, but she's very IP2 worthy. You know what I mean? Like, I think I don't know why she's not on IP2. I guess because she doesn't actually IRL, but she does live stream all the time. And maybe she is on IP2. I don't know, but I don't think she is, but if you're unfamiliar with her, and definitely watch that interview because she definitely fits in with this crowd. You know what I mean? Like, and I think you guys do know what I mean. Very, very funny, I think, and also very interesting, very open. I mean, you want to talk about giving zero fucks. She doesn't. I mean, she bears it all. And it's really weird because I thought maybe because, she was a little timid at first about doing the interview because she thought maybe I might be trying to, you know, get her to like just talk shit about people and stuff like that. And which was not what I wanted to do at all. But then when we did the interview, like she was just like giving up lots of information. She did talk some smack about some people. I'm not going to say she went full like talking shit mode, but I mean definitely, from her concern about me trying to start shit, I was a little surprised that she went to some of the places she went to. So it's a really good interview. Very, very entertaining. So definitely, if you haven't seen the first two clips, check them out and be on the lookout for the rest of the clips. Like I said, there's going to be two tomorrow, I think, and because yeah, like I said, there's going to be like over 20 clips of this because it's a 2-hour interview. So I'm not going to do two clips every day, but I think every once in a while I'm going to run a couple of clips just so that the interview runs. I mean, to me the best amount of time is just under 2 weeks. So maybe like 12 clips you got in 12 days. I mean, that's not bad, but we're getting into, possibly running daily interview clips of someone close to a month long. You know what I mean? Which I don't think Krystal's interview would get that long, but it legit could be 22 to 25 clips. So that's pretty much the majority of the month. I mean, I don't mind doing it that long. I just feel like the audience might, after a while, just be like, "Man, I've been watching these every day for like 15 straight days," and they just kind of like drift off, doing something else, and maybe they don't ever come back. I mean, I don't know. These are my worries about having an interview run too long. As far as the days that they run. So give me your thoughts on that below, and really any of your thoughts for anything else. I'm sure there's nobody that made it to the end of the video. This is like way longer than I wanted it to be, and I'm rambling, and it's not even a good video. I probably shouldn't post it, but I will.